Welcome back to Shakespeare Presents. I'm your host, Shakespeare. This is my microphone. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, congratulations. You have one less thing in common with my father. Today's episode is all about me. That's right. Just like everything else in my life, I'm willing to twist this 100% until it is all about me and no one else. I asked you guys what you wanted to know most about me over on Instagram, and you answered. Now it's my turn. While I'm answering your questions, I have a stack of clothes that I want to paint on, so we're going to do that. Two birds, one stone. First question, let's go.
Hey Shania, I'm not Mark Zuckerberg. I was wondering, what's the meaning behind your channel name?
Before I started YouTube, I asked on my Instagram account what names I could use for my channel, and a dear friend of mine came up with Beginnings of Shakespeare. I can't remember exactly what name she recommended, but it's basically a mix of Shakespeare and my name, which is Shania. So you mix those two together and they're Shakespeare.
Hi Shania, my face is not on my body. I was wondering, what brings you the most comfort these days?
Funnily enough, is watching BTS videos. I think I'm trying to chase that high. When I was like 14 and my life solely revolved around One Direction, 5 grown men who did not know I existed, I think I'm trying to chase that high with BTS. Another thing that brings me comfort is actually making videos. Before I started YouTube, I wanted for so long to make videos, but I didn't think I had the personality for it, which is funny because now that I'm actually just doing it, it makes me wonder what I thought I had to have. Like what did I think I was lacking, you know? I think I'm funny enough, and I think also a good deal of it comes just from editing, but of course personality is very important. Another thing, the spirit of the 90s just overtook me. Another thing that has brought me joy lately, Sister Sister on Netflix. I used to watch that so much as a kid, and I was so excited when it came back to Netflix, or when it came to Netflix, because I don't know, that's just like a piece of my childhood.
Hey girl, over here. I was wondering, what's your favorite quarantine pastime?
Yeah, my quarantine pastimes are just consisting of schoolwork now, making videos, watching Netflix, suffering and spiraling into a never-ending abyss of dark, deep depression.
I cannot believe I am on Shakespeare Presents. Oh my god. I just want to know, how has your week been so far, Shania?
At the time that you asked that question, that was like a couple weeks ago probably. I don't know. I really have no sense of time anymore. I cannot remember how my week was going when you first asked this question. But right now, I will answer for the present. My week is going. Funnily enough, I have the funniest story to tell you guys. The thing that really defined my week is the fact that I got in a fight with my professor. I got into a fight with my professor due to moralistic complications. Let's put it that way. I don't even know if I should talk about this on the internet, but my professor, in my own opinion, has been very unprofessional and very rude these past few weeks concerning student attendance and student participation. It got to the point where I called him unprofessional, and I also called him an ableist. Now, I do not recommend you talk to your professors this boldly, this blatantly, unless of course you feel they are mistreating you or disrespecting you. It's always important to stand up for yourself and to not let people walk all over you just because they're older.
What's it like to know that you're going to be the best YouTuber to ever exist?
Contrary to popular belief, I did not ask myself this question. I don't know, being the best YouTuber ever, it's very fun, you know. I have 8 billion subscribers, way more than PewDiePie. could not physically say his name. It did not want to pass through my lips. I apologize for that. It was meant to be. You know, I think I was meant to be the only YouTuber ever to exist on this platform. You know, no more Danny Gonzalez, no more Drew Gooden, no more Best Dressed. It is just me. Now I spend my days in my mansion, just chilling, you know. I have a 401k, the first time ever in my life. I am no longer depressed. It is all a very good time.
Hey, ignore the fact that it says Ellen behind me, but I was wondering, where do you shop for your clothes?
At the risk of sounding very pretentious, because I feel like I'm very pretentious every time I mention this fact, but I don't shop at fast fashion brands very often. I think I made one fast fashion purchase this year, and it was the first fast fashion purchase I've made in about 2-ish years. I primarily shop thrifted, and that stemmed mainly from need. When I was younger, my mom and I would shop for school uniforms either at Walmart or through the thrift stores. I love me a good Salvation Army.
Hey, I'm Aang with a beard, and I would like to know, what are some of the most important things you've learned this year?
I'm very capable of standing up for myself. A good majority of my life was spent having people talk to me in just very rude manners, just being walked all over, and I was miserable for a good part of my life because of that, because of people's words and people's actions against me. Still not at all well versed in standing up for myself. But I think this year I have realized that no one else is going to stand up for me except for me. I do feel very proud of myself, especially when it comes to the fact that I stood up to an authority figure, aka my professor, which is something I never thought I would be able to do. And even if you feel like you are unable to stand up for yourself, even if you feel like I did when I was younger and I would let people talk to me just any sorts of ways because I believed the words they said and I thought I didn't deserve respect for whatever reason. I hope you do realize that it's not your fault if people mistreat you. That is solely on the fault of others.
Hi Shania, it's the world here. I was wondering, where inside of me would you like to travel?
Okay, hear me out. I personally would like to travel the entire world. Actually, cross out Kentucky, Alabama, Idaho, Ohio, Arkansas, all of those yeehaw states, cross those out. I don't want anything to do with them.
Hey Shania, I wanted to know, how did you choose what to major in?
I am a senior in college. I graduate this December, and I am an English major. Like, thinking back, I don't know why I chose to be an English major. I remember in the 9th grade, I wanted to be a pediatrician. I don't know why, I don't know who put that in my head, but I just knew I wanted to be a doctor. I liked writing and I loved reading. I thought being an English major would set me for life because, I mean, who doesn't want to write and read for the rest of their lives, you know? But then, sometime around, like, let's say, last year, I realized, a little late, might I add, that finding jobs that correlate with the English major is a lot more difficult than just liking to read and write. I feel like, overall, I regret college in general, but that's a totally different topic for a totally different day.
Hey girl, how you doing? I'm not Wendy Williams, but I wanted to know, if you could design your dream home, what is one thing you would have to have in it?
If I could design a house, the main thing that would have to go in it are large windows. I like a lot of natural light. You may not be able to tell because this room is dark as hell, but you know, falling on a budget here.
Hi, I'm eating a salad. I wanted to know, how is your petition going?
If you don't know, which you probably don't if you don't follow me on Instagram, my school went back to in-person learning, and around the beginning of the semester I actually started a petitioning the UNC system, my chancellor, and my school to transfer to remote learning. Now, I haven't checked the petition in a really long time because as it was gaining traction, I sent it to my chancellor and I asked him to meet with me. That didn't go too well because every time we tried to meet and come to a discussion about the petition, he always had something else to do last minute. So his assistant would email me and be like, oh, Chancellor such and such is busy right now, we have to reschedule. And I just lost all of my spirit after that. I feel like I should have done more to help my classmate. If only the chancellor would meet with me. I'm not sure how that would have even gone, if he would have even listened, because he has, I can tell from his emails, he has a mentality that our school is built different. We're just ripped to your grandma who died of COVID, but we're different, you know? So when I spilled my paint on my pants, I thought I could fix it. You know, I had this cute vision going on. I was like, I'm gonna paint some vines. It's gonna look real cottagecore-y. I was like, it's gonna be perfect. I don't know why I thought this would look cute. It looked so much cuter in my head. And my morale is just shot by this point. My new outro is just like my intro. I don't have an outro. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And I'll see you in hell.